It's game time on The Score, the place for local winter high school sports. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. HammondLumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 201 Service Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we're your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet. Our family is here for your family. Connected Credit Union. Building lifelong relationships. Get connected. Stay connected. KVFCU. Invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. KMD Driving School in Oakland. Teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. Kennebec Eye Care. 216 Main Street, Waterville. Your sight specialist. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, second generation family owned in Herman and Pittsfield, with all your grocery and shopping needs. And by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. Now let's go live to Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Well, after a fall that saw the Cony Rams and Messalonskee Eagles battle one another on the gridiron, we move to the hardwood here tonight. The Cony Rams in Oakland to take on the Messalonskee Eagles in boys high school basketball. Welcome to our broadcast. I'm Mike Violet alongside AJ Knight and our Score crew as we go to our second week of high school basketball. Tough start for the Cony Rams. They have started 0-2. They ran into a buzzsaw in Oceanside in the opener, got blown out 83-65, and then a narrow loss in game two. And speaking of buzzsaws, there's one waiting for them here in the form of the Messalonskee Eagles.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about it. You look at the rosters, especially the starting lineups of both these two teams, and to me, you say, well, where's the difference in it? I think both teams have some decent height, good scores, a lot of flexibility, I think, defensively in terms of the ability to switch. The problem is that Messalonskee started out playing really well defensively. Cony has really struggled to score because you talk about that last game against Oxford Hills, goes into overtime. They give up a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter, and then they lose it in overtime. And so defensively, Cony's just not been locked in or struggled to start this season, and they run into a good offense here tonight on the road. They
sure are. Messalonskee Eagles 3-0. We saw them last Friday night absolutely fillet the Lawrence Bulldogs, win the game easily, 78-51. They've got a 6-point win on the road against Gardner, 61-55, opened up with a blowout win over Nokomis, 62-43, so 3-0. I think the difference is maybe in talent they're pretty equal. I think the difference is that Messalonskee is basically a ball club of known commodities. These guys were all doing it up here last year, and really when you look at the Cony roster, talent, but only one guy really doing it last year, that's Parker Moore.
Yeah, Benedict had a big game against Oxford Hills, but you talk about, Parker Sargent goes to Thomas. He was a 1,000-point scorer for the Rams. Clark comes over and gives him some much-needed post presence from Erskine Academy, but then obviously he's a transfer, and so you talk about chemistry, sort of sorting out the pecking order. And they got to figure it out because in that Oxford Hills, one of the other things that stood out to me is the leading scorer for the Vikings, goes for 34, including helping cut that deficit. They blow the fourth quarter lead. He scores almost all the points in overtime. And we just saw Friday night, Ty Bernier for Messalonskee is someone that can get hot in a hurry and score 30 like that.
Yeah, and he is basically undefendable, non-defensible.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want to. It's really difficult to defend him. In fact, when he's shooting like that, it's impossible to defend him. But there's a lot more there as well, including Ryan Parent. And I had a chance to briefly talk to Ryan before the game, and I asked him, I said, can you possibly shoot the ball any higher? He looked at me and said, only if they raise the roof.
I mean, it is for sure a rainbow, and then we talk about that. I think, obviously, one of the things we got into Friday, our first time seeing Messos, you lose the legit center in Merrick Smith, and that's a huge loss. But one of the things I think the trade-off that's been a benefit for the Eagles is you get more versatile defensively. One of the things that really stood out to me, and I thought he was a bit underrated last year, but Parker Reynolds plays the center for him. Kid's 6'4", 6'5", saw him hit 2 threes against Lawrence, but he can move, and so I think the trade-off Messo gets is more switchability, which makes you just more lethal defensively, and then able to get out on the fast break, which is something that Cony's going to have to defend against. This Messo team starts running it quickly, can get to 15, 20-point lead.
Which is not to say that Merrick Smith couldn't get up and down the floor, because for a big man, he ran the floor really well. But Reynolds is a real slasher. He really can dart, he can cut, and you can hit him with a pass, and he can go up and hammer it down if he needs to.
Drop it.
But he does have the ability, the versatility to go outside, circle around, and make his shots from there. Messalonskee is extremely athletic. We saw that Friday night. We saw the Acorns. Sean started. Michael came in off the bench. They've got other people who can come in off the bench, including for them somebody who has started this year, and that's Josiah Stone, who gives them some length as well off the bench and gives them some defensive flexibility and versatility as well. But, Cony needs to win a basketball game.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You don't want to start 3-0, and here they are 32 minutes away from that.
Yeah, I think so, especially for their picked preseason 7th in the KVAC Class A North coaches poll, which surprised me a little bit given their talent. And I think tonight one of the keys to stopping that, to getting the first win of the season, especially on the road, they're going to have to battle on the boards. Again, this Messo team, talk about the trade-offs, versatility. Obviously, lose Merrick Smith, you lose a massive rebounding presence.
25 points, 15 rebounds.
Right, and then in that lineup, Reynolds also is the power forward, just makes him that more dangerous. And so for Cony, I think it's a big deal, 1, to get second chances, but 2, the best way to prevent Messalonskee from getting out and running is if you can get those second chances, you can rebound and stop them from getting out on the fast break. And so I think for Cony, the boards is going to be a big thing tonight.
Yeah, and it's always nice to shoot well and have to make them bring the ball in out of bounds after a made basket.
Yes.
That's a good way to stop the fast break as well. But yeah, Messalonskee can create that snowball down a hill thing really, really fast within a matter of a few minutes. They did it against Lawrence. I presume they did it against Nokomis at some point in time as well. And when they do it, it kind of gives you a feeling of hopelessness. You have to try to bounce back from that, or at least try to recalibrate as best you can. It is not an easy thing to do because they don't take their feet off the gas pedals.
No, and I think it tests the team's discipline defensively as well, because several of those times in Lawrence, not so much Parent that night, his came off of more set plays. He walked into him, but Bernier a couple times just trailed the play. And then Lawrence lost him, and one of the best shooters in the KVAC strolls up to the three-point line and gets a pretty good look at it. And Parent's a good shooter, too. Again, we saw Reynolds hit 2 threes. The team hit 12, and all 12 of them came from Reynolds, Bernier, and Parent. Parent and Bernier combined for 10 of them.
I don't know what Isaiah Brathwaite, the head coach at Cony, has planned for Bernier. I would think that Morin is a possibility to be on him. They're about the same size. We know what kind of athleticism that Parker Morin has, and he certainly can keep up with Ty Bernier athletically speaking. There's no question about that. We'll see if it's just one guy, if it's even more. And again, I'm just hypothesizing here because I don't know. He did not tell me when we emailed
Keep it
back
a secret
and forth.
from you because you'll tell someone.
Because it's a state secret and it's a matter of national security. And That's how that goes. Coaches are coaches. I didn't ask and he didn't offer. So we'll all find out together here. But it will be interesting how they're going to match up. Bernier and Parent specifically, because they are both a handful in their own ways. Parent can stand out there and jack that icicle bringing down from heaven arcing shot that he has. And he's so far away that you just lose sight of the fact that he's out there and that he has absolutely no conscience at all about throwing it up.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. The starting lineup you took with Messalonskee, a nice thing about it is you have Parent, Bernier on either side of the perimeter. You can't cheat off Bernier. Again, one of the best shooters. Parent has a deep range. We saw him hit 2 extremely long ones early against Lawrence, so you can't cheat off of him. And what that means is you leave a lot of space for Acorn, who started to cut, Stone when he's in to cut, or, as we saw a couple times, Reynolds works his way up the court, loses his big man. He just makes a simple cut, nice little bounce pass, and he's going up, getting fouled or putting in 2 easy ones.
So we begin our second full week of high school basketball here in Maine with this Cony Messalonskee boys matchup here tonight in the Eagles Nest in Oakland. We'll take a timeout. Back with the starting lineups and basketball from Messalonskee High School. It's Cony at Messo tonight on the boys' side. It's next on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. Starting lineups, first of all, for the Cony Rams. Basically, they go with 3 forwards and 2 post players as far as size is concerned. So I'm just going to run them down for you. Ben Hankey is one of the starters. He is 6'4" and a junior. Ian Lascelle, 6 feet and a sophomore. He's the runt of the litter in their starting lineup. Keenan Clark, the transfer from Erskine Academy, 6'5" and a senior. Parker Morin, 6'2" and a junior. Jordan Benedict, 6'2" and a senior. So again, Hankey, Lascelle, Clark, Morin, and Benedict for Isaiah Brathwaite in the Cony Rams. For Sam Smith and the Messalonskee Eagles at the point, Sean Acorn, 5'10" sophomore. He started the other night. Anderson Arbor, a 5'10" junior, the other guard. Up front, Ty Bernier, 6'1" and a senior. Ryan Parent, 6'1" and a senior. Parker Reynolds, 6'5" and a senior. So Arbor, Bernier, Parent, Reynolds, and Acorn for Sam Smith here tonight for the Messalonskee Eagles as he sticks with the same starting lineup that won last Friday night over Lawrence.
And again, on paper, starting lineups look really similar. I think you talked about how being a little bit more proven commodities for Messalonskee, and I think the chemistry, especially since they a lot of the returners played together last year on that team that made it to the region championships. But big thing, Cony's got to lock in defensively. I mean, that's the thing that really stood out to me about their first 2 games. They've given up a ton of points. They
have got to clamp down, and this Messalonskee team can absolutely run, gun, and score. So it is a true battle here tonight for the Cony Rams against the Messalonskee Eagles. The Eagles in their home whites, trimmed in the blue, and Cony in the road reds, trimmed in the white. The Rams will start out going left to right, and Messa will go right to left. It'll be Morin on the tip. Actually, check that. It won't be Morin. It'll be Hankey on the tip with Reynolds, and Reynolds, who can sky, wins the tip. Here's Parent on the right, man-to-man defense. That's pretty much how Isaiah Brathwaite goes. Back to Parent. Told you, he's going to take it right off. The 3 no good. Rebound back up. Acorn rejected there by Ian Lascelle. And the lead pass under up the ball that is deflected out of bounds by Ty Bernier, getting his hand in the passing lane there, throwing it into play. Now Ian Lascelle. Lascelle back outside for Morin. Morin looks, nothing there. Back out front now to Lascelle. Lascelle almost stolen, but it goes to Clark. Clark in the corner for Morin. Morin has the baseline, shut off there, pass off the chest of Clark, and it's stolen. Saved from going out of bounds by Messalonskee. Here's Parent. Parent hooks a pass over Acorn outside. Easy look there for Ty Bernier, and there is a rarity. An air ball by one of the great shooters in Maine high school basketball, Ty Bernier. Even he is made of flesh and blood.
That one, not to say he can't. Parent obviously got a little bit deeper range, but he left that one well short. And then you see here in the Mid-State Machine replay, Acorn picks up a silly foul.
Morin against full court pressure. Got it inbounds to Benedict. The bearded one. Benedict stops way out front, guarded by Parent. Benedict whips it over on the right to Hankey. Hankey has it knocked away by Parent. They call Parent for a foul. So kind of ticky-tacky right off.
I say this is the recipe for Cony to get a little bit of help on the road if the home team's going to pick up some silly fouls.
Hankey to put it into play. Goes in the backcourt, just got it to Lascelle. Lascelle guarded by Arbor. Lascelle fakes right, goes left. Kicks it over left side. Morin for 3 from the corner, rolls in, out and back in again. Parker Morin living right, it's 3-zip Cony. Rams with some pressure now. Arbor in the back. to Reynolds, and Reynolds smartly threw it out of bounds there off Clark because he had nowhere to go with it. So good pressure off the made basket by Cony. Here's Arbor. Into Acorn, back to Arbor. Over on the left to Bernier. Bernier has the dribble. Jump pass, somebody's open, it's Acorn. Acorn to the basket, high off the glass like he had to do, and he laid it in. That's how you break the press, 3-2 Cony. Here's LaSalle. Guarded by Arbor. LaSalle takes a trip to the left. Kicks it left corner. On the baseline now, Clark. Clark leans in, count it, and one. Keenan Clark, the 6'5 senior, a leaner, count it. He is a big, rugged body who's going to help the Cony Rams. And the Rams lead at 5-2, pending the free throw.
Nice job there. Reynolds over pursued, and he makes him pay.
Clark at the line. Hits 6-2 Cony. Rams off to a good start. Pass in the middle to Acorn, right side. It's Bernier. Bernier stutter step. Bernier under the basket. Bernier back outside to Arbor. Now a three by Parent on the way, a little bit long, but the rebound run down by Acorn. Another opportunity. Parent will take it. He is not bashful, like I said. Acorn, the smallest guy on the court, with the offensive rebound, couldn't hit the putback. Here's LaSalle for Cony with the ball, leading 6-2. Clark poked away. Great play by Reynolds. Reynolds, one man back. That's Benedict. Goes up, pulls up on a dime, left it wicked short. And the rebound to Morin. Morin outlets right there for the layup. Under, up, and in is Hankey. And it is 8-2. Right side, Bernier. Backs it out to Acorn, now to Parent. Left side, Arbor. Baseline to Reynolds. On the cut, it's Parent. Goes up, it's deflected away. Picked off in there by Benedict. Benedict over the timeline. Cony ball, they lead 8-2. Trying to go on Bernier. Hands it off to Clark. Clark right side to Morin. Morin trying to back in the much smaller Acorn. The shot is up, it's no good. Rebound hauled down by Clark. Clark under, up and into Parker Morin. And it is 10-2. And we do have a whistle after the made basket. It is not a timeout. I don't know what it is. It might be that. What I do know, it's 10-2 Cony with 4:49 to go in the first quarter. Parent into Arbor to Acorn to Parent. Parent drives, pulls up on Morin, shut off, dropped the ball. Scooped up by LaSalle. Fast breaking Cony. Now they slow it up as Messo got back. Morin for three. Bang! And Sam Smith needs a timeout, and he gets it. He'll take a 30-second timeout. 4:32 left in the first quarter. A smoking start for the Cony Rams. It's Cony 13, Messo 2. Tonight's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates. One of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now.
Already a quick 8 points for Parker Morin in there. Cony, I think, just giving Messo a little bit of their own medicine as Morin just kind of trailing the play and nobody steps to him. He already hit the one in the corner.
So Sam Smith at 13-2 decides to, put the brakes on and try to subdue this hot Cony start.
Good to know that Coach Smith subscribes to the Mike Violet philosophy of stopping runs. Call a timeout, break momentum, try and change it up.
I might have taken one a couple of baskets ago, but that's just me. And it goes to Acorn out of the timeout, now to Arbor, now to Bernier. Bernier in the middle to Parent. Parent guarded by LaSalle. Over the timeline, now to Bernier. Bernier guarded by Keenan Clark. Height advantage there for Clark. Bernier curls in outside Arbor for three. Is it three? Yes. Anderson Arbor hits a three, and Messo gets what they needed. It's 13-5. Stopping, going in, the leaner by Morin. No, nice athletic move. Rebound, Parent. Parent to Bernier. Bernier drives all the way. Hesitation step, it doesn't go, but Ty Bernier is going to the line where he is almost automatic.
And the other side, Morin wanted a foul. A little bit of contact. I think good with the no call there. And then nice job, Bernier, not much opposition, so he challenges it.
Bernier at the line shooting two. The foul on Morin. Shot is good. 13-6 off the bench for the Cony Rams. Jacob Fifield, really good-looking freshman, who is the nephew of former Erskine Academy star Tim Bonsant. That is some good basketball genes.
Kid comes in as a freshman, listed at 6'3".
13-7. Down low they go to Clark. Clark forces one up, no good. Rebound, Reynolds tips it, and it goes to Bernier. Outlet to Acorn. Acorn shovels back to Parent. Parent drives in, gets tied up, and a foul is called. Ooh. Boy, that was some darn fine defense there by Ian Lascelles, but the referee says a foul called as well, and at the line will be Sean Acorn.
Now, there was a bump there from Clark. If they called that, I'd have less of an objection, but they called it on LaSalle, and I don't agree with that.
Here's Parent at the line, also very good, and he hits. 13-8, the lead is 5. This is a 6-0 run here for Messalonskee. Parent trying to make it 7-0, and does. 13-9, the lead is down to 4. Here's LaSalle. Guarded by Arbor. Spins in. Great move. Finger roll. Nope. Rebound. Arbor. Outlet to Acorn. To Parent. Parent a stutter step. Stops. Fires. No. It is short. Nice job on the rebound there on the defensive end by LaSalle. LaSalle weaving. Stops. Outside Morin. Fakes the three. Gets Acorn up in the air. Goes to the elbow to Clark. Clark spins in. Great move by the big man, and he puts it in. That is an impressive post move there from Keenan Clark. 15-9. Acorn on the right. Acorn works it to the left to Bernier. Up fakes, gets his man up in the air. One dribble, fires. He's been off so far. The rebound cleared by Clark.
That was a great move. He had a ton of space.
Outlet to Fifield. Fifield fakes. Fifield up top to Clark. Over to Morin. Parker. Baseline, wide open Fifield. Shoots and misses from 10. Rebound whipped out by Reynolds. Ahead it goes to Arbor, to Parent, back to Arbor. Lines it up, misses the shot. Rebound boxed around. Boy, Acorn, smallest guy on the court. That's 2 offensive rebounds for him so far, right under the basket. Bernier with a new possession. Gets a pick from Reynolds. There's the roll. He gets blocked, though, and a foul. As Reynolds was about to go up, stepping in front was Clark. Did he get called for the foul, or?
No, they called it on LaSalle.
Okay.
Excuse me, LaSalle.
So it is a blocking foul coming in. Jaden Nirza.
Worth noting, too, that's LaSalle's second.
Jordan Benedict is out, so Nirza in, a 6'1 freshman. So two freshmen on the floor for Cony. Backdoor Reynolds, nothing there. Acorn almost lost it. Shovels back outside to Parent. Parent takes a trip to the right. Bounce out. Reynolds. Now Bernier. Now Parent. A 3-ball right side off. They've been off from three-point land. Rebound again. Acorn, another opportunity here. Here's Reynolds for 3. Lines it up. It's off. And that's going to be a push on Parent. No doubt about that one.
And I believe if so, which it should be based on what we just saw, it's Parent's second.
All right, so that means that Michael Acorn up off the bench. 6'2 senior in for Parent with 2. So 1:44 to go in the first. It's 15-9 Cony. Rams with the ball. Here's Clark. Clark going on Reynolds. Leans up and hits. Boy, what an addition he has been. 17-9.
A big body who plays with a big body.
The lead is 8. Here's Bernier in the back. To Arbor. Threw it away. Looking for Acorn just short of midcourt, and Acorn could not get up. And it's a turnover by Messalonskee. Into the ball game now is Demarion Raymond, who had the ball right there, number 4. And what was that? I was looking down. Traveling is called on Raymond.
How about this, Mike? Messalonskee out rebounding Cony right now, despite the deficit, 9-6. I think about 4 of those offensive rebounds are Sean Acorn's.
Ben Hankey is in. Keenan Clark is out. And in for Messo, Josiah Stone. 6'3 junior. Gets it over the timeline to Acorn. This is Sean. Sean trapped, got it outside smartly, and Bernier lines up the three, and there's the Ty Bernier we've come to know and love.
Can't lose that guy.
17-12, the lead is 5. Little shake and bake. Hankey goes in. He's up and down, isn't he? No, it's a foul. I think Sam Smith wanted an up and down, but he doesn't get it.
I think they're going to get Michael Acorn on the reach in.
All right, putting the ball into play to Marion Raymond. And the scores table buzzed in because it's shots. So at the line here, Ben Hankey, the 6'4" junior. Hankey, a lefty. Southpaw dips, fires, and gets the roll. 18-12. The lead is 6. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Second one. Got it. 19-12. It's a 7-point game. Here's Bernier. In the back to Acorn, not Acorn. Michael to Sean. Back to Michael. Back to Sean. Sean tripped up there and a foul called on DeMarion Raymond.
Hate to see that if you're a defender because it's more incidental, but again, you got to choke that sideline off.
Well, if you're going to choke it off, choke it off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You gave him space for him. Acorn's got some quickness.
Reynolds into Bernier. Bernier with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bernier steps back out in three-point land, stops, fires, yes! Silky smooth Ty Bernier, 19-14.
That's a tough shot.
That'll show the freshman. 5-point game, 15 seconds to go in the first. DeMarion Raymond guarded by Josiah Stone. Baseline right side, Fifield. Down low to Hankey. Hankey leans, missed the shot, rebound. Stone. They've got 5 seconds. Reynolds to Stone. Stone, it'll count if it goes, and it's no good. And that's the first quarter. Cony leads by 5 at the end of 1. The score from Messalonskee High School in Oakland. The Cony Rams 19, Messalonskee Eagles 14. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Mike Violet, A.J. Knight, and our score crew, Chaz Wing, back in the fold after some time away. Ashley Knight also here as well. First quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. The Cony Rams ran out to a 13-2 lead, a timeout taken by Sam Smith. Suddenly, a 7-0 run by Messalonskee closed it to 4. It got back up to 8 once. It's 5 now, 19-14. Each team certainly has had their moments. Cony's had more. From first quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. All right, it's a Cony ball into LaSalle. Guarded by Josiah Stone. Popping out, Clark. Clark at the foul line, guarded by Acorn. Acorn is a physical player, and they call him for a foul. They say he fouled Clark. And so Clark's going to the line. Keenan Clark, 6'5" senior.
I say Clark already making a huge impact on this game.
Clark ready, and first one is back iron, no good. Ryan Parent ready to come back in for the Eagles. Going to come in for Michael Acorn.
Michael Acorn goes out with 2 fouls. Ryan Parent checks back in with 2 fouls.
That's something to watch. Second one here for Clark. Got it. 20-14. Cony by 6. Acorn to Stone to Bernier in the middle to Parent. Now to Acorn. They break it. Acorn up top to Stone. Stone right down Broadway, goes in, gets blocked, and they call it for an offensive foul. Josiah Stone saw an opening, went down Broadway, and they say that he led in, and so it's a player control foul on Josiah Stone.
He got blocked for his troubles, too.
All right, Messo with pressure. Hankey gets it into Morin. Morin behind his back. Morin takes a trip. Look at that long step. It's no good as he short-rimmed the layup, and Stone with the rebound to Bernier to Parent. Wide open is Sean Acorn for three, and he missed everything. Reynolds spears the rebound, has it poked away from behind, out of bounds.
Cony picked up 2 quick fouls, which is a good sign, hopefully, to get to free throws if you're the Rams. But the big thing, kind of got to cash in on those plays on the road. Can't leave points up like that.
7:18 to go in the first half, 20-14 Cony. They've led all the way. Acorn into Parent. Parent, quick release, got it. Nice soft make there, 20-17. It's down to 3. Here's Hankey. Hankey to Benedict. Benedict high post, except it was wide of Clark, and the loose ball picked up by Arbor. Anderson Arbor hands it off now to Bernier. Ty takes a trip to the top. Lost Benedict, switching out Hankey. Parent again for 3, just front rimmed it. Rebound Reynolds. Right there, Arbor missed the shot. Rebound tipped up, no. And Benedict with the clearing pass to Morin. Morin over to Clark. Clark slows it up, hands it back to Parker Morin. Morin stops, goes in, leans up. Yes! That was nice by Parker Morin. A lot of great body control there. It's 22-17. The lead is 5. Here's Bernier. Bernier kicks it back outside to Acorn. Now to Reynolds, right down the lane. Scoops it up. Count it, 1. Parker Reynolds draws the foul, makes the shot. He's going to the line.
Nice job there, too, just finding his defenders kind of moved out of the way, trying to slide in there late. No good. You're still moving. Way to go for Parker Reynolds.
So Reynolds at the line. The foul was on Hankey, the 6'4 junior. First on him. First on the team. Reynolds ready. Dips, shoots, missed. Rebound Benedict. The outlet to LaSalle. 22-19 with 6:08 left in the first half. Here's Clark driving, bump. No doubt that's a foul on Parker Reynolds. Easy call there. Michael Acorn at the scorer's table. He'll come back in.
They're going to say shooting foul, which Coach Smith not happy about.
So Keenan Clark at the line. He'll shoot 2. First foul on Reynolds. Shot is good. 23-19. The freshman Fifield coming in for Benedict. And Michael Acorn in for Parker Reynolds.
This will already be the 5th free throw attempt for Keenan Clark.
One more for Clark. Missed. Rebound Acorn. To Bernier. Ty runs it up. Parent. Bullet pass down low to Acorn for a layup. Great vision there by Ryan Parent. 23-21. It's a 2-point game. Messalonskee close to catching up. They were down 11. And Acorn on the floor. He saved it. No, he didn't. Sam Smith tried to get a timeout there in vain. All right, Clark coming out. A little gimpy. Maybe he rolled an ankle. I don't know. Hankey to put it into play.
He hit the ground pretty hard. Nice effort, but couldn't save it.
And to LaSalle. LaSalle goes on Arbor. Jump step, travel. Turnover.
Credit Arbor there being physical at the point of attack.
Pressure in the backcourt. Bernier whips it ahead to Parent. Parent back out front to Arbor. Arbor lines up for 3. No. Rebound tipped around, and it comes down to Hankey, who tipped it to himself. He played volleyball. Baseline right side. Fifield traveling.
Shuffle the feet.
Yep.
More than anything, you just can't do that. You can't chop the feet.
5:18 remaining In the first half, a 30-second timeout taken here. Tonight's game brought to you by Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where Carson trucks always cost you less. Find them online, cmautogroup.com.
Thus far, it's felt like Cony's been in complete control of this game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it's 2 points.
Isn't that the beauty of it all?
I mean, Bernier has 2 made field goals. He's got 7 points. Parents just got that 1-3. He's been off, taking a bunch of shots. And, again, you turn around and it's a 2-point lead, and it just feels like Cony's been by far the better team. But Messo is up on the boards, only 14-11. I thought it was Sean Acorn saved a few possessions the first quarter. But, yeah, I mean, I think that's the challenge, is winning on the road.
All right, Messo with the ball, and they're down 2. They can take the lead with the 3. Here's Parent. Left wing, outside. Arbor to Bernier. Bernier stutter step, goes in, shovels off. What a gorgeous pass by Ty Bernier, and Michael Acorn with another layup. We're tied at 23.
Wow.
Can't play better basketball than that.
That was a beauty.
On the pop out up top, it's Morin. Morin goes in, fades away. Nope, left it short. Rebound, Sean Acorn out of the shoot. Acorn right side, stopped there by Morin. Good defense by Morin. They say it went out off Acorn. So Morin not only played the good D, but he managed to knock it out. Off Sean Acorn. It goes back to Cony, tied at 23. Here's LaSalle. LaSalle weaving. Kind of got himself in no man's land there. Got it off to Morin. Morin fouled. And he'll go to the line. Thursday night, we get a look at the Winslow Black Raiders for the first time this year as they take on MCI. 6:30 from Winslow. Then Saturday afternoon, these Eagles in action against Hamden Academy up in Hamden at 1 o'clock. That's our week here on the Score.
That'd be a good one.
Morin at the line, looking to break the tie. Dips, shoots, yes.
And that was Michael Acorn, who's been the recipient of some real nice passes, his third. So he's going to take a seat.
One more for Parker Morin. Front rimmed it, rebound right to Arbor. Hooks it past to Parent. Parent a bullet ahead for Bernier. Bernier on the baseline, cutting there, Reynolds. Oh, he goes up, and he got it to go! What an athletic move by Parker Reynolds. And the key there was his ability to stay in the air. Almost at the same level for a while, AJ. That was suspended animation stuff.
He just kind of threw it up there, and it just went down.
Oh, and by the way, Messalonskee has the lead. It'll stay at 1. Reynolds missed the free throw. So they've come all the way back. Right side, lining it up. LaSalle, not for long, though, as he knocks it down. 27-25. Ian LaSalle gives Cony a 2-point lead. This one looks like it's going to be a wing dinger. Halfway through the second quarter, Parent eyes it, doesn't try it. Left side, Acorn, a stutter step. Sean backs in the line of the Giants over there, over to Arbor. Arbor lines it up, back rimmed it, got his own rebound, banked it up too hard. And the rebound to Cony. Here's LaSalle. Ian LaSalle backs it out. They'll start their motion. To the cutter, knocked away by Bernier, and the loose ball picked up Reynolds, not Arbor. Arbor left-handed, too hard. That's the second one in a row. And the rebound to Fifield, the freshman. Over to LaSalle, 27-25. Cony with the ball, they lead 2. Fifield at the foul line. Fifield poked away by Reynolds. Reynolds goes in, slams it down. It's our first dunk of the year. And it's 27 all on that emphatic jam by Parker Reynolds. He's been waiting, you know it?
Yes,
and
he
Benedict
has.
gets it right back, 29-27. He had a moment there Friday night in Fairfield. He wanted to go down, but couldn't. Cony back in front. Parent outside, back over to Acorn. Now to Bernier. Bernier, long-distance 3-ball. I don't know what that was. That man couldn't have been Ty Bernier. He doesn't do that. Morin fakes. Morin drives, goes in, finger rolls it, left it short. Rebound, outletted. It goes to Arbor after it went through Reynolds. Reynolds to the baseline, wanted to go up again, but the ball came out. Out of the chute with it, LaSalle. LaSalle all the way, lost his footing, And no foul was called because he just flat out stumbled and tripped.
Turf Monster got him.
Turf Monster got him. The give to Reynolds. Reynolds goes in, and he's fouled before the shot, and that's probably a good idea if you're Cony. Don't let him get to the rim like that.
Yeah, Cony, that Bernier three that he missed badly came off the fact that, and that big deal, Mike. So LaSalle picked up his third foul on that Reynolds and one. They left him in. He hit the three. He just picked up his fourth.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
So LaSalle,
excuse me,
is out with 4 fouls into Reynolds. Guarded by Clark outside to Parent. On the cut to Bernier. Bernier went up, and Clark, is that a foul or is it just out of bounds? It's just knocked out of bounds by Clark. So it'll be a Messalonskee ball. Sam Smith wants to talk about it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. 2:07 to go in the first half. It's been a beauty so far. It's Cony 29, Messo 27. More high school basketball after this on The Score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights, and the rest of our Score crew back here at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. 2:07 to go in the first half. It's been a good one so far, 29-27. Cony in the lead here. And it's a Messalonskee ball on the baseline. Sean Acorn to put it into play. Acorn into Reynolds, muscles it up, fouled. And so Parker Reynolds going to the line. And let's see, that is on Jordan Benedict. His first, the team's fourth. Parker Reynolds at the line, shooting 2. Got it. 29-28. The lead is 1. It's 29 all. Reynolds with 2. Here's DeMarion Raymond. Raymond, a sophomore. Raymond on the pop-outs. It's Nurza. Jaden Nurza, N-I-R-Z-A. He gets it on the give and go, goes in, and he forgot the ball. Loose ball picked up by Arbor to Acorn, now to Reynolds. Bounce pass up to Parent. A pass off Morin accidentally, and the loose ball picked up by Raymond. Raymond goes up, jump step, no good. That was probably a shot he would have been better off not taking. The rebound outside, Reynolds. Driving, goes up, no, he's going to the line. Nice feed there from Bernier. And Parker Reynolds is going to the line.
Refs missed a foul against Raymond. Definitely, I think it was Arbor got a lot of hand across, and then obviously Coach Braithwaite not happy as a foul gets called down here on the other end, little bump.
So Reynolds back at the line, 29 all. Messo back in front, 30-29.
How big has Reynolds been this quarter? He's got 9 points all this quarter with another free throw coming.
About 29 to go, 30-29 Messo. 31-29 Messo. Here's Benedict. Trying to beat Bernier. Backing him in, stops at the elbow. Nice feed to Clark, can't use it. Outside, it is banked in by Jaden Nurza. Nurza banked it in. Ball is batted around, but coming away with it is Bernier in the backcourt. Almost a steal there by Cony. Acorn circles around, and 10 seconds is called.
Big defensive play there, especially after coming off the bank shot.
Can't have that.
No.
1:06 to go. The bank was open. Made it 32-31. And Cony with the ball. Raymond hands it off to Morin. Morin, one dribble back up top to Raymond. Raymond, foul line, nothing there to Nurza. Now up top to Morin, guarded by Acorn. Clock at 45. Looks as if they're going to try to take it down, unless they get a layup. Raymond at the foul line, kicks it off right side to Clark. Clark trying to ankle in, he walked.
I think you're going to see here, Parent's going to close out on him. And Clark, I think, is surprised by that closeout. He thought the space was going to be cleared, and he took that extra step.
37.5 seconds to go. That one trying to get it in bounds. Arbor to Acorn. It was knocked away by Clark. So it is a Messalonskee ball toward the corner. Into Bernier. To Arbor to Acorn. To Arbor. To Acorn in the middle, Reynolds. Reynolds to Bernier on the wing. Stutter step, drives, goes under, up. No foul on the play. He wanted one. Demarion Raymond with the rebound to Benedict with 18. Now Cony can milk the clock. Raymond guarded by Arbor. Cony with the ball. They lead 32-31. Outside Benedict. Pick coming from Clark. A little push off there by Clark. Now it is Morin, and at the buzzer, didn't get the shot they wanted, that's for sure. But what a first half put on by these two Class A North powers, the Cony Rams and the Messalonskee Eagles. The score at the half from the Eagles' Nest in Oakland, the Messalonskee Eagles down by 1. The score, Cony Rams 32. And the Messalonskee Eagles 31. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on the place for local sports, Sports Radio 1160, WSKW, The Score.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermit and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermit location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer? Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. It is 32-31 in favor of the Cony Rams. Our second quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. 1914 Cony by 5 at the end of one. 17-13 the difference in favor of Messo. In the second quarters, the Eagles outscore the Cony Rams by 4. Once this game got tied, we have been back and forth. Once this game saw Messo get the lead, their first lead came at 25-24. We have seesawed back and forth. Each team has had the lead several times. Right now, the lead belongs to Cony by 1, 32-31. Our second quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Just a reminder that Thursday night we've got more boys high school basketball. That's MCI at Winslow. Game time is 6:30. Then more boys high school basketball on Saturday afternoon as these Messalonskee Eagles travel to Hamden to take on the Hamden Academy Broncos. Game time there is 1 o'clock. Halftime's brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is Hammond Lumber. You can find them online at hammondlumber.com. What do you got?
Leading scorer in the game, Parker Morin, game high 11 points, only one in double figures for the Rams, though Keenan Clark has 9. He had 7 in the first quarter. Morin, 8 of his 11 came in the first quarter as well. On the other side, for the Eagles, the only one in double figures is Parker Reynolds. He has 10, all 10 in the second quarter. Ty Bernier is second on the team with 7, all 7 of his in the first quarter. Free throws, 8 for 10 for the Eagles, 6 for 9 for the Rams. Messalonskee's out-rebounding Cony 19-14, and then it's 10 turnovers for Cony to 8 turnovers for Messalonskee. And I think, I think Cony's been the better team, but you look up and it's 1 point. I think you a little bit just get these flurries from Messalonskee and they chewed up time. Parker Reynolds just couldn't be stopped there in the second quarter. That steal and dunk, which you saw right before this LaSalle three-pointer, and we'll show it to you again, was a great play, but he kept getting to the hoop and kept drawing fouls, finally started to hit some. I think Cony's done a nice job making Bernier's life at least uncomfortable, but I think Cony with the turnovers, despite the fact that their press has bothered Messalonskee more, and then just kind of not finishing, right? Morin had that drive right there. Clark got into the post and traveled. Just some of that stuff, just kind of leaving possessions down on their own end.
Yeah, and after Bernier went for his 7 in the first quarter, Cony got in his face a little bit in the second and slowed him down. Meanwhile, that meant that Parker Reynolds picked up the slack and had a big quarter with 10 points in the second quarter. So it's been one person in the first quarter, one person in the second quarter, but I think that Sam Smith's got to be happy with the comeback of his team, down 11 early on. They were able to stick with it and stem the tide there and come back and shoot the basketball much better and make this a ball game, because for 2 or 3 minutes there, we were kind of wondering if Cony was going to come in here tonight and just smoke the Messalonskee Eagles.
Yeah, I think they got a couple of cracks at it. Sean Acorn, underrated big first quarter on the boards of all things, had a couple of offensive rebounds, got him a few more possessions, but Parents off. He's only got 1 made field goal. It came from that three-pointer on that quick inbounds. They lost them. He's got 5. Bernier's only got 2. He had that three-pointer where he was left trailing. But the thing, as you've pointed out, Mike, he's had some good looks, and he has just missed everything a couple of times already tonight. So they're Bernier and Parent just off in the first half.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. We got a 1-point ball game here at halftime, which has been brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. Find them online, hammondlumber.com. The score, Cony 32, Messo 31. Third quarter action, high school basketball next on The Score.
You deserve a better credit card, offering rewards you can redeem for merchandise and a competitive low interest rate you can feel good about. Connected Credit Union has the perfect credit card to meet your needs and your budget. Go ahead, reward yourself today by applying online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required, subject to credit approval.
At High Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Height Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Height family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
32-31 Cony over Meso as we get ready to get started here in the second half. We also have a foul issue here.
Yeah, my apologies, not mentioned. So for Cony, only one player has more than one foul in the first half. It's Ian Lassell. The problem is he has 4.
Yeah.
Coach Brethwaite gambled when he picked up his 3rd, and he grabbed his 4th. On the Cony side, Parents got 2, and then Michael Acorn has 3. So Acorn with 3, someone to watch, but Cony going to be down, probably starting point guard for a good stretch here.
Arbor, Bernier, Acorn, Parent, and Reynolds out there for Cony. Shovel off to Parent. Back to Bernier in the corner. Bernier 7 in the first, quiet in the second. Up top to Acorn. Demarion Raymond starting off here in for LaSalle to start, and what does he do? He does exactly what the guy he's replacing did. He commits a foul. So it's Demarion Raymond, Clark, Hankey, Benedict, and Parker Morin out there for Isaiah Brathwaite. Into Reynolds, or check that into Bernier. Acorn, nice stutter step move, but the pass a bad one at the feet of Reynolds. It bounced off his feet, and it goes over to Demarion Raymond. Morin kind of forced that shot. Rebound, he was out of control, and in no man's land, the rebound to Arbor, to Parent, to Acorn, traveling. Had a lot of those tonight. That's, I think, our 3rd.
Yeah, can't chop the feet. Acorn surprised by it, but again, it's sometimes the motion. Morin, I think, forced that shot off because he got kind of pushed back again, thought he got fouled, so he forced it, but no whistle.
Here's Demarion Raymond. Right side, knocked out of bounds by Bernier, intended for Benedict.
And those two, I think, getting face guarded respectively by each defense. Benedict at 21, I think, against Oxford Hills.
Benedict looking to put it into play. Down low to Clark. Guarded by Reynolds. Shovels off to Demarion Raymond. Goes back to Clark. Clark goes up. It's over Reynolds. It's no good. Save there by Parker Reynolds. And here is Bernier. Ty shovels to Parent. Parent goes on Morin, stops, throws up a wild shot. It almost went. Rebound Benedict. Team's cold here. No points in the first minute 10. Here's Morin. To Clark. Fakes right, goes left. Beat Reynolds, leans in. Got it. Power move there by Keenan Clark. 34-31. Cony by 3. Pressure in the back by the Rams. Now Parent breaks it. Got fouled by Ben Hankey.
Clark could be, in a game that's close, the fact that Clark can do some damage in the post could be the difference maker in this.
It's tough to guard. He's a big body.
Well, as much as anything, big body that plays like a big body.
Yeah, he does. Here's Bernier. Ty. Tricky dribble. Drives, goes around to Demarion Raymond. Raymond called for a block. He can't believe it. I don't think his feet were set, though.
Take a look here on the mid-state machine. If so, he's moving. He's sliding. If so, it's about to be his 4th.
Yep, so you got 8 out of that position. And so that means that Jaden Nurza, the freshman coming in, 6'1" Frosh.
And also worth noting, Mike, that's 3 quick ones on the Rams.
Back down low, fadeaway pop. Bernier uses the glass and hits. 34-33. It's a 1-point game. Here's Benedict. On the weave to Nurza. Nurza to the basket. Wide open Hankey for a layup.
Good pass.
Excellent job there by the freshman to see the open man. 36-33. We got a whistle.
I think got Benedict on a push.
They got a foul on the inbounds there. And I guess it's on Clark. Yeah, it's on Clark, his second. Already 4 here in 2 minutes. On Cony, a bad pass picked off by Hankey. Hankey to the basket. Oh, he can't get it to go, but he's going to the line. Ben Hankey with the steal, the 6'4 junior, picked it off, and he's going to shoot two. And this foul is on Arbor. 2 shots for the lefty Hankey. Michael Acorn's at the scores table. Shot is good. 37-33. The lead is 4. Acorn for Acorn.
Cony picked up those 4 quick team fouls, but Messo's turned the ball over 3 times already in 2 minutes.
Hankey with another. Missed. Rebound boxed around, goes to Arbor. And he threw it away, but it's a kick. Bernier got a foot on it. That's a break for Messalonskee. And they'll try to put it in bounds against the press. Back to Arbor, over to Parent. Parent over the defense to Bernier. Bernier over the timeline, avoids a track. Stops, fires, in and out. Rebound Hankey. He got a good look. 37-33, Cony with the ball, they lead 4. Hankey, 5 seconds, but I think Isaiah Brathwaite beat it. He did with a timeout.
Just barely, because the other thing is that came out. Reynolds quickly scooped that one up the other way.
He was ready to go. Take it to the house. 5:28 to go in the third. We'll keep it right here, 37-33. Cony by 4. They have led most of the time in this game. Couple of leads for Messalonskee in the first half, actually 3 of them to be precise. They led 25-24. No, 2 of them to be precise. 25-24 and 30-29. That's it.
Again, Cony picks up 4 quick fouls here, basically 2 minutes in, a little less than that actually. Problem is Messalonskee's thrown the ball away 3 times, so not able to take advantage of some of those extra possessions as they get closer to the bonus.
All right, Cony ball. After Coach Brathwaite saved him on a timeout. Benedict to put it into play. Into Nurza. Jaden Nurza back outside to Clark. Clark, they give him the 3, takes it, doesn't make it. Rebound right to Acorn. Outlet to Arbor, ahead to Reynolds. Reynolds back outside to Arbor, now to Bernier. Ty, guarded by the much bigger Clark. Fades away on him, foul line pop, yes.
That stroke is pure, that gives him 11.
37-35, the lead is a deuce. Morin to Benedict, picked off by Reynolds. Got his hands in the passing lane. Head to Bernier. To Parent. Fakes, right side. Arbor 3-ball, wing, no. Rebound, Acorn over the back.
An Acorn playing with 3 fouls, you got to be smarter than that. Yeah. I appreciate the attempt, but you got to understand, you're boxed out.
You got no chance to get that rebound.
No, because that's his 4th.
So Josiah Stone's got to come in, and Acorn with 4 on the bench. Cony ball, here's Benedict. Rams with the ball, they lead by 2, 37-35, 4:35 to go in the third. Benedict, nice move, and he rolls it in. He's a very underrated, good player.
And he's been held in check, that's just his 4th point.
39-35, long pass, nice catch by Arbor over his shoulder to save that one. Bernier trying to go on Benedict, whips it and throws it away. He threw it between his 2 teammates, neither of whom could get to it. So it's a Cony ball, 39-35, the Rams by 4. Benedict, stutter step, right side, open, Hankey for 3, knocks it down. 42-35, it's back to 7, and Messalonskee threw the ball away. And Sam Smith wants to talk it over. Takes a full timeout. We will too. 3:59 to go in the third. Cony's opened it up to 7. It's the Rams 42, Messalonskee 35. More high school basketball after this on The Score.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
3 minutes, 59 seconds left in the third after a Messo turnover and a timeout. Here's Cony with the basketball in the front court to Morin. Morin guarded by Acorn. Morin takes a trip inside, stops on the block, throws it off the glass, a little bit too hard, follows his own miss. Got it! Great work by Parker Morin. Up to 9 now, 44-35. Biggest lead since the first when Cony led by 11. Acorn runs it up. Going to take another Messalonskee run. Ball stolen. It's stolen by Morin. Jump pass ahead to Hankey. Hankey now to Parker Morin. Morin looks, drives to the left, goes in. The runner, in and out. He will go to the line.
That's a heck of a drive. And Acorn, I think, has done a nice job, but you're just seeding height and a little bit of girth right there, and you're seeing Morin try and take advantage of it.
At the line here, Parker Morin, his team up 9. Stillari front rimmed it. Josiah Stone coming back in for the Eagles, and Acorn coming out. Acorn with 2 fouls. So the Acorn brothers have 6. One more for Parker Morin. Yep, got it. It's up to 10, 45-35. Biggest lead since the midway point of the first. Pass whip to Bernier. To Reynolds, back to Bernier. Bernier fouled on the play by Hankey.
And Messo needs him. Parent, again, has one made field goal, and it came in the second quarter. He's just got a quiet 7.
Bernier at the line after the foul by Benedict, not Hankey. And Ty bricks a free throw.
Just off tonight again. He was 6 for 6 at Lawrence. It was 2 for 2 to start the night.
One more for Bernier. 45-35. Cony by 10. Hits the second. 45-36. Cony by 9. Here's Benedict. Benedict to the foul line. Shovels. That's Clark. Clark goes in. Fouled. And he's going to the line. Fouled by Bernier.
Yeah, just a mismatch there as Clark just muscles his way in. Bernier tries to go for the block, gets that arm bar across.
So foul on Bernier, his first. Keenan Clark at the line. Missed. Back rimmed it.
And these are the things I was talking about. The first half feels like Cony just leaving the door open.
One more for Clark. Missed them both. 0 for 2. Rebound Reynolds. Reynolds back from Parent. Bounce pass on the baseline. I guess it was intended for Stone. It was really not near him, so a bad turnover there by Messalonskee. Had a chance to make some hay there. Instead, they turn it over. Here's Benedict. A stutter step. He gets bumped. He gets blocked by Bernier. Bernier tried to save it. He did not. It is out off Messo.
Nice recovery there by Bernier.
Cony ball on the baseline. Benedict to put it into play. Out to Morin. Morin behind a pick in three-point land. Doesn't take it. Goes to Clark. They clear out for him. Back to Morin, or check that to Hankey. Hankey will back it out. Hands it off to Clark. Clark circles to the right to Jaden Nierza. Nierza to Morin. Morin pulls up, fires, misses, short, rebound Reynolds. Outlet pass, it's Arbor. Quickly got it to Bernier. Bernier had nowhere to go with it. Now Reynolds. Reynolds goes in, and that's an offensive foul as he knocked down Ben Hankey. And Messalonskee kind of falling apart a little bit here.
And that one on the confusion, Reynolds had his man beat. Unfortunately, I think that was Parent ran through and brought his defender, and that's Hankey just ends up getting bumped, run over.
That's going to put some pressure on here. Here's Benedict. Benedict backs in at the foul line to the cutter. That's Morin. Lost it on the dribble. Corralled it. Missed the shot. Rebound Reynolds. To Stone. Quickly to Bernier. Ahead to Arbor. Back to Bernier. 1:50 to go in the third. Messo down 9, 45-36. Bernier hands to Parent. To the cutter. Stone. Stone. Got it. And Josiah fouled, and he's going to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
Messo needed that one again. Another nice pass there. Is Bernier and Parent on the same side. Cony's defense, I think, a little ball watching.
One more for Josiah Stone on the score sheet. Hits the free throw. 45-39. 1:40 to go in the third. Here's Benedict. Benedict backs it out. Right elbow, it's Clark. On the weave, goes to Morin. Morin stops, he pops, front rimmed it, rebound right there to Reynolds. Reynolds outlets to Arbor. Arbor flies up, goes under, up, and can't get it to go. Rebound Benedict. Nobody followed for Messalonskee. Benedict whips it right side to Hankey. Hankey blows by Parent, lays it up, no good, and Isaiah Brathwaite wanted a foul. Rebound is Bernier, stops and fires a three and nails it. And that is a big sequence there. 45-42, Messo's pulled within three. Nurza left corner three ball, he hits!
What a big response.
48-42, Nurza. Freshman hits the three. Here's Bernier outside to Arbor. Parent from way out deep. Nails it with icicles on it. Raise the roof, he said. 48-45. The lead is three. We're down to 20 seconds to go. That's short. Rebound, Benedict. He speared that miss and he put it in. 50-45. Last couple of minutes have been fun. Down to 10 minutes. Bernier saves it. 7. Stutter step. Outside Arbor. Three ball. No. Rebound. Morin. That's the third. Cony will take a 5-point lead into the fourth. Fasten your seatbelts. The score at the end of 3. Cony 50. Messalonskee 45. This is high school basketball on the score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, back here live, and it is time for our third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. An 18-14 edge for Cony in the third quarter. They led by 1 at the end of 1. They had it up to as many as 10 in that fourth quarter before a third quarter, that is, before a late run by Messo cut it down to where it is now to 5. Third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan as we go to the fourth. All right. Ball belongs to Cony. It is Hankey in the back. Over the timeline to the right. Guarded by Parent. Takes him to the top. Back outside to Clark. Now to Benedict. 50-45. Stolen by Reynolds. Look out. Dunk forthcoming. There it is.
Wait a minute. Did we get a timeout beforehand?
Nope.
They didn't put it up on the...
What was that? What was...
It's not up on the scoreboard.
No, it's not. I don't know why. It is not up on the scoreboard, so apparently that dunk didn't count, and we don't know why. Nearza, meanwhile, that one will count as he drives to the basket, lays it in on the left side. It's 52-45. No idea why that dunk did not count. Gonna have to find that out. Here is Bernier. Bernier steps back, launches, no. Rebound on the far side, Hankey. Here comes Cony on the fly. Hankey slows it up on the right. 52-45, it's a 7-point lead. Outside, Parker Morin. Out near midcourt, popping out is Clark. Clark tries to drive on Parent, spins to the right, the shot goes. A lot of weapons on this Cony team. It's hard to believe that they're 0-2.
Yeah.
54-45. Arbor. Over on the left, it's Parent open for three, and he just left it short. Rebound, Morin. Morin runs it up, throws it away, trying to go on the baseline to Hankey. Kind of lost his footing there a little bit. Feet might have slipped out from underneath him, and the ball astray. Here's Arbor. Up to Reynolds. Good handle there by Reynolds. Reynolds has an opening, takes it, drives. That one is going to count, I guess. 54-47. One never knows. The lead is 7. Coming down to 6 minutes to go in regulation. Morin drives. Underhanded scoop rejected by Reynolds. Out of the shoot, Bernier. Bernier drives, looks off, lays it over. Arbor hits. 54-49. Suddenly it's 5, and we got a timeout. A full one taken by Isaiah Brathwaite. That is 5:53 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Cony 54, Messalonskee 49. More after this on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
So we've got a qualification on the dunk that wasn't a dunk by Parker Reynolds. Double dribble. He double dribbled. He put it on the floor and then picked it up and then put it on the floor again at the foul line. So a double dribble to call on Reynolds. That's why the slam did not count.
That would be a valid explanation.
So timeout Cony. It's down to 5, 54-49. Rams ball. Under the basket. After that made basket, into Benedict. Michael Acorn has one foul to give, and he's coming off the bench now. To Nersza, good-looking freshman. Nersza cruises in, lays it up too hard. Rebound back up by Clark. He got fouled, and he's going to the line. So Keenan Clark will get 2 here.
On the night, Clark is 3 for 7.
Hits that one. 55-49, Cony by 6. Stone is out, Acorn is in. Second one is good. 56-49. The lead is 7. Here's Parent. Parent trying to avoid a trap over to Bernier. Bernier up to Arbor. 5.5 to go in regulation. The lead 7. Ty Bernier. On the pop out, drops it off to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for something. Goes baseline on Clark. Finger rolls it up. Missed it. Gets his own miss and hits on the putback on the other side.
Look, I'm all for the highlight dunks. I think too often he finds himself losing the ball than dunking it.
56-51. A layup isn't bad either. Driving, Hankey lays it up. Count it, one! Ben Hankey. Left-handed, gets the roll.
That's just lazy defense. Reynolds just take a loose swat at it. Doesn't do anything to stop the ball, and Hankey goes up with it and draws the foul.
It's back to 7 with 5:01 left. One free throw here for Hankey. Third foul on Reynolds. Shot is good. 59-51. It's back to 8. Pressure by Cony. Bernier in the backcourt. Over to Michael Acorn, up to Arbor. Arbor popping out up top now is Bernier. Bernier looks it over. Shakes, bakes. Nothing there. Outside to Arbor. Open. Bernier, 3. Got it. Left corner 3.
You can't leave him open. And again, you're going to see here, they just sag off him in the corner, and then they try to cheat back up to him.
Timeout taken after the made three-pointer by Sam Smith. 4:35 to go in the fourth. 59-54, Cony in front. More high school basketball on the boys' side coming up Thursday night. MCI at Winslow. Game time 6:30. Saturday afternoon, it's Messalonskee at Hamden Academy. Game time 1 o'clock. Then we've got more basketball on Monday.
Yeah, winter break, weirdly, tons of basketball. Hockey rink's busy with people living out their Hallmark fantasies or something.
We've got that Lawrence doubleheader against Nokomis that was canceled twice. They're going to play Monday at 1 and 2:30. And then we break for Christmas until the 27th. All right, Messo with some full court pressure here. Pass into Morin. Morin behind his back. Morin floats in, and he dragged that pivot foot. No doubt about it.
And Cony leaving the door open. Three turnovers in this quarter, all belong to the Rams.
Arbor. Gotta move it. Bernier. Reynolds open. Hands it to Arbor. Back now to Parent. Parent drives high off the glass, too high. Rebound Reynolds. Reynolds up, fakes, no. Reynolds third time. It counts. No, it doesn't.
I see here, Parent gets through. Nobody was there. He just went high off the glass. Reynolds tried to do putback all at once, chases it, draws the foul there before the other one, but Cony getting manhandled on the board.
2 free throws for Parker Reynolds. Got it. 59-55. LaSalle back in. Nurza, nice minutes tonight for him. So Ian LaSalle back in. One more for Reynolds. Hit them both. It's a 3-point game, 59-56. Coming down to 4 left. LaSalle, guarded by Michael Acorn. Outside to Benedict. Curls in, got hit. Bernier fouled him. That's a foul, unquestionably.
I'm with you. I mean, he's going to get his hand in here initially, but just keep driving through.
You have to express amazement, even though really deep down inside you're not amazed.
100%.
All right, Acorn for Acorn. Sean in for Michael.
As you pointed out, Mike, LaSalle back in. Has sat pretty much this entire second half to this point because he had 4 fouls.
Yep, he did not start. DeMarion Raymond did in the second half. Here's LaSalle. He's rested. To Clark. Clark puts his head down, goes in. Reynolds played good defense. The miss and traveling is called as Clark did the Watusi there in the paint. And he gets called for the walk.
And again, it's a case where he did a nice job getting that offensive rebound, but then Acorn comes down and that second defender kind of makes him shuffle his feet.
Bernier. Head for Reynolds, back to Bernier, give and go, shovels back to Acorn, layup. Beautifully done by Messo, it's down to 1.
That's
58-51.
That is great passing.
Morin foul line, Dipsy Do won't go, gets his own rebound, but it's stripped away by Acorn. from Arbor. Back to Acorn. Up, no, but he's going to the line, and he can give Messel the lead. Man, it was just a couple of minutes ago. They were down by 7.
Also, Mike, I think that's Lascelles' 5th. Yeah.
He's done, so it was a brief cameo in the second half by Ian Lascelles as he fouls out. And at the line, Sean Acorn. Do we know what he has done from the line tonight?
He has attempted exactly 0 free throws.
Okay. And by the way that one went, it's probably good that he's only attempted 1. That one wasn't close. That was an air ball. 1 more for Sean. A little more on that one, and he hit it.
He was just measuring it up.
Tied at 59. Get ready. Final 3:15. Knocked away by Reynolds, and he stole it. Bounce pass to Acorn. Acorn's got to wait for help. Up top to Bernier. Ty, guarded by Nurza. A lot of pressure on the freshman here. There's Reynolds. Fakes. Outside. Bernier for 3. No. The crowd ready to go nuts. Rebound. Acorn almost knifed in and stole it, and he did. Knock it out of bounds anyway. He knocked it off Henke. Sly little play there by Sean Acorn.
Acorn has been so big on the offensive boards.
For a guy only 5'10".
Yeah.
Into Parent. Parent steps back, jacks one. Got it! Ryan Parent! He is fearless. He'll throw it up from anywhere. 62-59. Morin goes and gets it back. And it's 62-61. 2.5 to go. Here's Acorn. Acorn up top to Bernier. Bernier guarded by Henke. Want to avoid a trap there. Knocked out of bounds by Henke. 2:17 to go. It'll be a Meso ball in front of their own bench in the forecourt.
Worth noting, Mike, talk about the lead Cony surrender. Again, Oxford Hills, they were up 7 on the Vikings. That game goes to overtime and they lose.
Reynolds into Bernier. Back to Reynolds. Left side, Arbor, open 3 ball. Corner pocket, it's good! Anderson Arbor! 65-61, largest lead of the night. And Morin goes in and draws a foul. And that is called on Anderson Arbor. Should not be shots.
That was definitely on the ground.
So it's an inbounding situation here. 2:02 to go, 65-61. I have no idea who's got the arrow. It hasn't come into play once tonight. Nurza. Bounce pass in, and Clark blocked by Reynolds, but Clark stays with it and sticks the putback. 65-63. Quick TO by Isaiah Brathwaite as the lead is now down to 2, 65-63. So Messalonskee on that 3 by Arbor where they took the lead. It is their first lead since the first half.
Which is just nuts.
It's been a while.
But they've been trailing the whole game. Cony, just for whatever reason, struggling to close games. Obviously, don't play a close one against Oceanside. Up 7 points against Oxford Hills. They end up going into overtime. They lose that game. Here, had up 59-51? Or was it 59-49? I had 59-51 on my score sheet at least. And all of a sudden they find themselves, they were trailing 5 before that, or trailing 4 before that bucket.
1:58 remaining in regulation, 65-63. Messalonskee in the lead.
And Mike, for the big difference this quarter, Rams 6 turnovers, Eagles bagel.
Arbor to Parent, back to Arbor. Over to Acorn. Acorn to Arbor. Got to get it over the timeline, and Bernier does. No need to hurry. Parent drives, right side. Sean fakes, stops, fires. No. Rebound Reynolds. Bernier steps over, takes a three, no. And I think it's one of those situations where Sam Smith is saying, no, no, no. Of course, if it goes, you're delighted. Here's Benedict on the drive. Swatted away there by Sean Acorn. Here's Perrin out of the chute. 1:19 to go. They're going to slow it down. Messalonskee with the ball. They lead by 2, 65-63. And fouled out front is Ty Bernier.
I think that was a take foul.
Yep, you've got that to give.
No,
that was the third team foul. And so it's a Messalonskee ball on the left sideline in the front court.
That being said, if you're Cony, I think you'd foul anybody but number 1.
Into Acorn. To Parent. Guarded by Benedict. Stutter step. If he had beaten him, he would have taken it to the basket. Instead, settles to get it back outside to Bernier. Down low to Acorn. Now to Bernier. Bernier to the top. Shovels nicely inside to Arbor. Can't use it. Ball goes to Acorn, though, as it was tipped. Some fancy dribbling out there. Clock down to 45. They're slowing it up, spreading it out. Bernier beats his man, goes under, up, and a foul. No, it's traveling. Bernier goes over for an explanation, so a gift there. It is the holiday season, but you don't want to be giving them that.
Tough to see on the Mid-State Machine Instant Replay.
Here's Morin. A 2 will tie it, a 3 will put him ahead. Morin drives, leans, no! Rebound boxed around. Benedict with 25. A 3 by Hankey. No! Rebound Nerza, back up. No! Rebound Reynolds. A trifecta of opportunities for Cony, none of which went down. And some good looks there. And it's a Meso ball with 16.2. Well, you go for the steal, and then you foul after that. Each team with 4 personals. And it goes to Bernier. He's the one you want fouled if you're Messalonskee to shoot. And they will traipse down to the line. And Ty Bernier with a chance here to make this a 2-possession game.
Cony got so many good looks.
Fouling out Keenan Clark. He's out of here. So he and LaSalle have fouled out. Bernier at the line, their best. Dips, shoots, hit it. 66-63. This is the one, 13.2. Ty Bernier, the senior. 2 dribbles. On the way. Missed! Rebound, Reynolds almost pulled it down away from Hankey. Here comes the sophomore, Demarion Raymond. Raymond outside to Benedict. Benedict takes a 3. No good, way off. Rebound, and it's over! Anderson Arbor with the rebound. And the Messalonskee Eagles with a spirited fourth quarter comeback. They came down, or came back, that is, from being down by as many as 9 early on. And the Eagles come back to win it. The final score in this one, the Messalonskee Eagles 66 and the Cony Rams 63. Our Score postgame show and our Score player of the game coming up on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, We know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights back here at Messalonskee High School. Final score in this one: Eagles come back to win it 66-63. Time for our fourth quarter breakdown, brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partners since 1984. Early in the fourth quarter, the Cony Rams ran the lead to 9. Their biggest lead since the first half. They led 54-45. From that point on, outscored 21-9. Bunch of turnovers mixed in there, and the Messalonskee Eagles come back and win it by 3, 66-63. Tied at 59. Of all people, Anderson Arbor, certainly, I think you could say the fifth option out of 5 offensively for the Messalonskee Eagles. Got the ball left corner, and he hit it from there, 62-59. That ends up being the shot that put them ahead for good. Fourth quarter breakdown presented by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Another lead blown for the Cony Rams, too. They have got to really work on that problem.
Yeah, again, up 9 in the fourth quarter. They were up 7 against Oxford Hills. That one got to overtime. They had chances to send this one to overtime, be more desperate on their behalf after giving up the lead. But 7 turnovers in the fourth quarter for Cony. After Messalonskee coughed it up 8 times in the third. The problem was in the third, Cony, I think, could have gotten away, put the game out of reach, but it just seemed like it was one and done for them over and over again. In the fourth, Cony cut down on the boards. They had 3 or 4 there down the stretch there, just couldn't put any shots in. It only ended up being a 35-31 advantage for the Eagles. But for most of the game, Messalonskee was on top. And in that third quarter where Messo kept throwing the ball away, Cony was held to sort of a bunch of one-and-dones. Cony was making sure to get the boards at least so they couldn't really get away from Messo. And then they get hot in the fourth. Bernier makes a couple. Parent makes a big one. Reynolds continues his strong play. Speaking of which, I'll get out of the way here in a second.
Do you want a break or do you want to?
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll set
Parker
up.
Reynolds is here. Let's get a quick break. We'll get him on and get him taken care of. We'll do that right after this.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermon and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermon location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket. All righty, Mike Violet back here in the postgame show. 66-63, the Messalonskee Eagles come back and beat the Cony Rams. My friend Parker Reynolds is with me, the score player of the game. First of all, Parker, congratulations on that, and congratulations on the win. You were down 9 early in the fourth quarter. What was the key to the comeback in your eyes?
We really just had to pick up the energy. We started out down, obviously, but
you came out slow, down 13-2.
And then we picked up the energy, got a couple of steals. A couple of our guys hit a couple of clutch threes, and then that really got us going again.
Really did. You had 16. Kind of an interesting 16 because you had I forget, was it you who was shut out in the first quarter or Ty? I forget who was shut out. One of you was shut out. I think it was Ty who had 7 in the first quarter. You didn't score. You scored 10 in the second quarter. He didn't score. So you each picked each other up there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so Cony, probably the best 0-3 team in the state right now, I would think, in your mind.
Yeah, I think we underestimated them, definitely. But that's what happens.
Yeah.
We saw the record, and I guess we just thought that they were not going to be as good as they were, but they held their own.
Yeah, they're good. We're going to hear from them later on in the season. When you were down 9, what did Coach Smith say to you early on? Because there was a time out there that he took, I think, when you were down 9.
Yeah, he kind of just he has this saying. He tells us, like, we always get punched in the face first, but it's how we retaliate. And I think that was a great explanation of it. Like, we got hit hard. What did you say, down 13 or something?
Yeah, you were down 11 in the first half, down 9 in the fourth quarter.
So we were down 11. Yeah, we got punched in the face, but we got back at it.
We saw you Friday night when you went up to Fairfield and just took them to pieces. To me, this is a ball club that is one of the favorites in Class A North. If you had Merrick Smith, I think you would be absolutely the favorite. What were your feelings? I mean, I'm sure you were happy for Merrick to go and get an opportunity to go to the next level for him, and I know this was. But, I mean, as far as yourself and your teammates, what did you guys think about, oh, wow, what are we going to have to do now in order to step it up?
Oh, yeah. Like you said, we definitely had to step it up. I think a lot of shoes were needed to be filled, actually. Yep. And we got some guys that came up, like Sean Acorn. He's a sophomore. He came up.
Good-looking player.
Plays great defense. And Anderson, Arbor.
Yep.
Ryan started. And then, yeah, if we had him, it'd definitely be easier. But
next man up?
Yep.
All right. Ryan, I mean, thanks for the time. Congratulations on being our score player of the game. All right, we'll take a timeout. Final score in this one, 66-63. The Cony Rams have a 9-point lead in the fourth quarter, not able to hang on thanks to great play by this guy, among others. We'll be back and finish this one up right after this.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
So congratulations to Parker, not Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, totally different guy, totally different setting for Ryan Reynolds. Parker Reynolds is our Flagship Cinema's score player of the game. Flagship Cinema's consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. He gets the CMCC swag bag filled with the fabulous Score t-shirt, a Score keychain, and a ticket to go see a movie at Flagship Cinema's consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. What do you got, some What do you got? 4 numbers, that is, there, Mr. Knight. We take a look at Parker.
Yeah. Final stats, as you see, his highlights, including our first dunk and then one disallowed that's not in here, as we found out via the double dribble. So on the night, the game high actually goes to Ty Bernier, who I would argue had a bit of a quiet night. He finished with 19. Reynolds was second on the team with 16. Parent got the double figures with 11. On the side for Cony, their leading scorer was Keenan Clark. He ended up fouling out. He had 17. Parker Morin had 16. Ben Hankey had 13. Also, for the 0-3 Rams, shout out to Jaden Nurza. How about being pressed into duty? He had 8 points.
Very impressive.
Very big 8 points after both the starting and backup guard got into foul trouble. The number that stands out to me, 18 to 16 turnovers. Cony had the 18. But the big thing is going into the fourth quarter, they had a notable advantage. It was 15 to 11 Messo. Fourth quarter, Cony turns it over 7 times to just 1 for Messalonskee. 35-31 Messo rebounding advantage. And, again, just another blown lead for the Rams.
Yeah, and everything ended up close, including the turnovers, closer than I thought that they were. So Messalonskee got involved in the creation of turnovers as well, as we have 34 combined. But, Isaiah Brathwaite, you got to find a way to start locking down these fourth quarter leads. That's 2 that they've let get away, and are now 0-3 and could easily be 2-1.
And I think for Cony, I don't want to take away. Obviously, both coaches know way more about the game than I ever will. But several times, the old cliche is you're not going to get as many calls on the road. There are several times I think Cony let a call they thought they should get affect, I think, their defense, and Cony made them pay for it. And Lord knows, as you said, the foul Bernier had, I think it was on Benedict, and he gave her the same face, but it ended up being shots, I think. But Cony didn't, or Messalonskee, feel like composure-wise didn't let themselves at least get out, especially when they're trailing. Would have been real easy, right? Home team, down 9 multiple times to get upset and let it balloon. Instead, they stayed locked in, whereas Cony, I think you could say discipline, composure, pick a word, chemistry, some of those other things too, is a factor as to why they are 0-3 and not 2-1, like you said.
Yep, so Messalonskee goes to 4-0. Cony falls to 0-3. We are on to Winslow Thursday night. MCI at Winslow. Boys basketball game time 6:30. We'll be on the air with our pregame show at 6:20. Live video and audio as always at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and on YouTube at Central Maine Sports. And then Saturday afternoon, it will be more boys basketball as Hamden Academy hosts Messalonskee. 1 o'clock start Saturday afternoon here on The Score. So for our Score crew, Ashley Knight, Chaz Wing, AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying good night from Messalonskee High School in Oakland. Final score in this one, it was a certified wing dinger. The Messalonskee Eagles 66 and the Cony Rams 63.
You've been listening to a high school sports presentation on The Score, brought to you by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, 201 Service Skowhegan, Flagship Cinemas, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service in Vassalboro, Assistance Plus, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, Kennebec Eye Care, Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, and by SBS Carbon Copy. Keep posted on what's coming up. Live video and audio of girls and boys high school hockey and basketball. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. The place for local sports is Sports Radio 1160, The Score.